If you're a Jeep person, you would know it is officially top-down, almost 24/7 season, so my hair is in a constant state of disarray in this time of year, and I'm not too mad about it. Jeep hair don't care. Okay, it's a little hot in here. I don't know if I actually need the jacket. Before I start with this video, I want to just quickly pay homage to this picture that you guys might see in a lot of my videos and in various Snapchats, Instagrams, etc. I don't know if it's very evident from my channel, but I'm very, very into photography and art, especially things that are created by other people. This particular work is called Night Fever Muse, and it's by Kirchoff via artmeout.com, and I just wanted to talk about how amazing it is and tell you guys where you can get your own. I genuinely don't trust people who don't have like any sort of artwork or photography or any sort of expression on their wall. Just wanted to shout out the picture that's gonna be in the background of this entire video before I start, so yeah. And back you go. Okay, I was sitting in class about an hour ago and had this mega brain blast of a moment where I was like, I really need to make a video about this subject. As you guys can probably tell from the title, this video is called Falling Apart. It's not clickbait, or I guess I don't really know what clickbait is anymore, but basically it is a video kind of just compiling my attitude lately, my latest existential crisis, if you will, on why I'm feeling burnt out and just run down, and why that's such a glorified thing in society. I feel like it's so glorified to be burnt out and tired and hungover and sick and just like worn out. You guys might be wondering what led me to this conclusion and what made me think about all this stuff. The main thing that inspired this video was a picture that came up on my Tumblr feed. I'm gonna put it right here. It's basically a quote from Oscar de la Renta, and it says, "When you rest, you rust." It was very pretty, so naturally I reblogged it. I feel like it's a very human tendency to see pretty words and pretty typography such as this and to just reblog it or repost it mindlessly thinking, oh, it's pretty, or like, you know, oh, I really like that, without actually reading into it and reading it and thinking about what it says. And Oscar de la Renta is an amazing designer, and I really do respect his design, but at the same time I really don't agree with this quote. For a while I have agreed with Mr. de la Renta. I've thought that, you know, being productive is the most important thing, constantly having a million things on your plate, and there is this like satisfaction that you get when you've checked off all of the things on your to-do list and you've done everything you possibly can in a day. We have the same number of hours in a day as Beyonce, you know, as all of the mugs and t-shirts and mouse pads say, and it's so glorified, as I said, to be busy. And the thing is, we can't really be blamed for thinking this way, because all we see constantly on Snapchat, on Instagram, etc. is people doing things. As I learned in one of my psychology classes recently, we are part of the always on generation. As the phrase insinuates, we are always on. We're constantly on our phones. I'm literally holding my phone in my lap, like right now when I'm filming a video. There's no need, but I'm holding it. It's like an adult pacifier. You just like have to have it at all times to feel sane. So like I said, we're always on. We're constantly looking through our feeds, seeing other people doing things and thinking, oh shit, maybe I should be doing things too. And we just apply ourselves in so many different realms of life to the point where most of us, or a lot of us at least, including myself, run ourselves thin and we fall apart. When I reread that phrase by Oscar de la Renta, I always think of like a rusted Model T car or something like that, like in a junkyard. When you rest, you rust and you're not productive, and it just makes you weak. That's what he's trying to say, which I don't agree with, to be honest. This definitely is taking some getting used to for me, because I'm constantly obsessed with just getting things done and checking off my to-do list and always doing something, always being productive, and always, you know, caring about every little detail and every little thing. I'm always early everywhere. I was literally 15 minutes early to class this morning, and I was sitting in my classroom with my professor, and he's like, Katie, you're always just really punctual. And by that he means, why the heck are you here 15 minutes early? I have this fear of being late, this fear of missing out, and I'm constantly just freaking out inside. Even if I don't like fully express it to my friends and like tell people I'm freaking out, I'm constantly freaking out. I just like to have all my bases covered and everything has to be perfect, and I'm really trying to train myself to be okay when things aren't perfect. That's kind of why I'm doing the no heat on my hair for a while, because I was always obsessed with having that pin straight hair in high school. I would literally straighten the shit out of my hair every day because I couldn't stand the idea of not, you know, looking good for some reason. I don't know who I was trying to impress really, but in Oscar de la Renta's world, I'm making him very proud by being constantly on, constantly working, constantly doing things. But let's just say it's driving me crazy. This could just be a byproduct of me being a YouTuber, being constantly looked at on Instagram, but also attending classes and looking for a job. I literally have job interviews next week for my internship this summer, and I'm freaking out inside, and I'm just constantly doing things. That could be why I'm stressed. I don't know. I have a feeling it's kind of a universal thing for all of us. Like, do you agree? Head nod at computer screen. I'm hoping I just received that from you. But the truth of the matter is, if we want to perform the best in this life, it's not correlated with how many hours we're working and doing things. It's correlated with how you know, qualitative those hours are. Is that the word to use there? Basically quality over quantity. I always believe that in every single realm of the world. If you're literally running on fumes and don't have an ounce of energy left but are just doing things mindlessly, it's not going to be quality work in any realm of life. If it's schoolwork or if it's a business or, you know, your passion of whatever it is, you know, if you aren't allowing yourself that time to refill, how do you expect to pour out good things to other people or you're in your work, you know? And I know it can be frustrating and really difficult to adopt this strategy for yourself. Believe me, like I was very skeptical for a while because I feel like I'm being selfish when I take time for myself to rest. Before a few weeks ago, I could not remember the last time I napped. Like I've taken a nap and just like turned myself off for a little bit. Like I push sleep on my computer all the time, but when I push sleep on myself, like, you know, that doesn't really happen much. But I'm really hoping by this point in the video, a lot of you guys are agreeing with the things I'm saying and thinking, oh, I have the same problem as you, Katie. What do I do about it? Like I'm very always on, always doing things, always feeling like there's something to be done. Like I'm literally looking at my wall right now because I have a bazillion sticky notes. Like I want to like pan over there, but like just imagine in your mind like a window and walls with little white sticky notes all over the place because I have all these things I have to do. It makes my stomach hurt thinking I might forget to do something and be unprepared. But what if I told you like you deserve time to yourself? Like you can skip a few classes, okay? It's not gonna kill you. Like believe me, I skipped plenty of classes senior year of high school and look at me, I'm still here. Not endorsing skipping school, but just saying sometimes you do need, and you can do that, it's acceptable. Like I took mental health days in elementary school, my mom is so about that. Thanks, Patty. So essentially what I want you guys to get out of this video is the new strategy that I'm adopting in life, which is kind of fully disregarding Oscar de la Renta's statement of if you rest, you rust, which is a really pretty type of statement. It really rhymes and it's cute and all, but it really just does not work for me because believe me, Oscar, I've tried that. Not only has it given me stomach ulcers in the past, but it's also just made the quality of my work go down. And I've realized recently that when I take time to rest and to mindlessly scroll through Tumblr, not looking at phrases like that, but just to mindlessly scroll and to draw and to just do the things I love to do, it'll set you free. You will slowly be able to piece yourself back together again. Because believe me, I've been there. I have been in that place where you feel like you are just falling apart, like you are dragging yourself into bed each night. I'm just wondering, when will this stop? Like, will this ever stop? Will I just be in an endless cycle of being exhausted and drained? And the truth is, yeah, you will be stuck in that cycle unless you break out and decide to do something about it and take action for yourself. Because sometimes it might seem selfish, but you need to take a stand for yourself and be like, no, I can't say yes to this task that you're telling me to do. I have to say no. I've learned that I'm gonna drive myself absolutely nuts if I just take on every single freaking task. Like, I can do that. Like, yeah, we're all girl bosses and boy bosses and whatnot. We can so be that and really just be productive and feel great. But we also need to know that with that comes times that we need to rest. And that is what I hope you guys take from this video. And that's it for this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys all pretty darn soon. I have another video ready to go actually, so you guys will be seeing my face in a few days, and I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye!